Hello and welcome to a new vlog and video of the cruise vibes, and today we are traveling on the MS Otello. And this cruise series will be a bit different because we're not starting with a ship tour, because I've already uploaded the ship tour a few months ago where I was invited to take a look at the ship, and now I was invited by CITS to join a cruise with the Otello. So that's why we will not have a ship tour, but I will link the ship tour at the end of this video. Most guests of CITS are arriving with the travel agency by coach, but I'm taking the train, and the ship is starting close to the German city of Trier on the Moselle River. But Trier does only have a very limited amount of docking locations, only one for a big ship and one for a small ship, and then there are a few ones in a very ugly port, so a lot of cruise companies are starting, for example from Riol. And that's where we are heading now, so I had to take a train till Schweich, and from there I can take a bus to Riol. And then I have to walk for about 10 to 15 minutes to get to a place called Trio Lago, which is a camping park with a lot of activities available. So it's not only a camping park, but almost like an amusement park. And right in front of it is a docking location for river cruise ships. And here we can see my beautiful Otello. And I was there a bit early, so I just dropped off my luggage and then headed back to the camping area, where there is a small beer garden where I had lunch. And here we can see the beautiful ship once again. And then it was time to head on board of the Otello. And here we can see my wonderful cabin. Cabins are rather small on the ship, but with a very, very smart layout, so it actually doesn't feel that small. We have a very, very nice and comfortable bed. And also the bathroom is pretty nice. And the whole cabin has a lot of mirrors, so that's a typical design of this ship. As you can see, everything looks a bit blue, and that is because of the blue tinted windows. You'll see that in a second when we are opening the windows, how the light will change. You can see the cabin in total, the little desk and TV of course available, very nice bed, and also quite a lot of storage space. Here we can see how it looks like when you open the window. Here you can clearly see the difference. So here we have the desk with a few power sockets. Not all of them are European standard sockets, but there are a lot of power sockets available. See that later on. Here we have the French balcony, so I have a cabin on the upper deck with a French balcony. And here we have the small wardrobe next to the bed, which is very smart because it's also a nightstand, so you can access it from the side without opening the doors. We have some more power sockets there as well, so very smart cabin layout. And here we have those sun blinds, which you can of course move, and then behind we have the window, which you can open like a, as I said, we have a cabin with a French balcony. Here we can also clearly see the difference with the color due to the blue windows. And of course you can also close these blinds here, but if you need it to be completely dark when you're sleeping, as you can see, it's not getting completely dark if you close the blinds, so you might just take a sleeping mask or something like this with you if you're traveling on the Otello. And then it was time for the first included excursion. We are heading to Trier. Takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and there we had a city tour by coach first. Trier is one of the oldest cities in Germany, constantly fighting with other cities about being the oldest city in Germany, and it has a Roman heritage. So there are a lot of Roman buildings visible, like Kaiserthermen, which you can see here in the background. There's an amphitheater, which we are going past in a second, and then we are going up the Petrus Mountain, and that is a quite expensive housing area, but also a viewing point. And of course we are heading up there to enjoy the view over the city of Trier. And there you can see all the main sides of the city. Here we have this fantastic view over the whole of Trier, and also a bit into the nature here. Down below we can see the amphitheater, for example. In the background with the green roof we can see the Porta Nigra, one of the most famous buildings of the city. And we have the city in total again. Also we can see the river Moselle, on which we will be traveling, and the landscape around Trier. Here we have the so-called Constantine Basilica, and also the two big churches, Liebfrauenkirche and Trier Cathedral. Also the weather was pretty nice, much better than expected, and here we can see the landscape around Trier once again. And then it was time to go back into the coach and head back down into the city center of Trier, and from there we continue with a walking tour through the city center to see all the sites closer. Also go inside a few buildings. The way down and up, of course, as well is pretty nice with those sharp bands. And here we are in the city, leaving the coach. From here we continue on walking. Here we have the Constantine Basilica, which was our first destination. It's possible to go inside, quite an impressive building from the inside. Also with a very interesting history, so make sure to check it on Wikipedia if you're into history. Here we have the Palais, Kurfürstliches Palais, castle in front of the Constantine Basilica. You can see the Basilica once again. And here we have the two churches next to each other, Liebfrauenkirche and Trierer Dom, Trier Cathedral. So those buildings are possible to take a look at from the inside, of course. We didn't have a guided tour inside the cathedral, because it's not allowed, but we got some free time to take a look at this interesting building. And after that we met again with our tour guide in front of the cathedral, and from there we continued our tour through the city center of Trier. Next destination was the main square, Hauptmarkt, and you can see the architecture of the city of Trier. Very, very beautiful city, also with a lot of shopping opportunities, a lot of nice cafes. And here we have the famous Porta Nigra, also some more interesting buildings you can take a look at. But Porta Nigra is the most famous building of Trier. Also this building you can take a closer look at. And then there's also a statue of Karl Marx, which is also pretty famous. And from there it's just 2 minutes of walking till the car park, where also the coaches are waiting for us to bring us back to our Otello. Once again, 15 to 20 minutes of coach ride, always going parallel with the beautiful river Moselle. Of course, we will see more of this river in the next videos. And then we are arriving back in Riol, where our beautiful Otello is docked. Once on board, it was time for the welcome cocktail with a glass of sparkling wine, of course. And then it was time to head down into the restaurant, and I was very curious about the food quality, because I had no idea of what to expect, but take a look at this. The food is looking amazing, and also the quality was very nice. There was a limited choice, but less options to choose from like on other ships, but therefore the quality was amazing. It was very, very nice food, and I was very surprised in a positive way by the quality of the food. So it's of course always very important. And in the evening it started to rain, but we were very lucky with the weather during the day. And that's it for the first day on board. Here you can see when the next video will be uploaded with the second day and the name of the song. As always, thanks for watching. Also thank you to CITS for the invitation. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video then.